Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, two huge names suffering the same injury last year. It's an injury that's on the rise, according to physical therapists in Rochester. Achilles tendon tears in both professional athletes and middle-aged active people is becoming more frequent. KIMT News 3's Emma Esteb dives deeper into this issue for us tonight.
Looking on the big screen, football fans around the country watched Aaron Rodgers make his New York Jets debut, only to see him suffer an Achilles tendon tear after just 4 snaps on the field. One Rochester man, also named Aaron, felt Rodgers' pain on another level.
That same day, I tore mine that morning, and that night I was watching Monday Night Football, and when he went down, I thought, I know exactly how he's feeling right now.
As the season progressed, we saw players like Kirk Cousins have the same fate. But how does this happen?
It's important to kind of understand who's at most risk for tearing their Achilles. We typically see this in individuals ages 30 to 40. We oftentimes call them our weekend warriors, people who participate in recreational sport but don't consistently do that activity.
That is the perfect description of 44-year-old Aaron Norman's experience.
I woke up that morning to come to the rack to play racquetball with one of my good friends, and it was my first time playing in 20 years. In the second set, I was making a comeback, and suddenly I felt this huge whap in the back of my leg, and I thought he had hit me with his racket. And I fell down, and I looked behind me, and he was not there.
Norman underwent surgery a few days later and then began his rehabilitation journey. Physical therapist Garrison Jones from Active PT walked me through some PT exercises and preventative methods for this injury.
What I want you to do is go really slow down. I want you to feel the muscles in the back of your leg slowly getting longer. That's the eccentric motion that we're talking about. That's been shown to create the best resilience in those tissues and prevent injury.
Jones says there is not one specific reason as to why Achilles tears are on the rise, but he does say one recreational sport gaining popularity is a contributing factor.
Over the last couple of years, we've seen a rise in pickleball and the popularity in that type of recreational activity, so we naturally see an increase in Achilles-related injuries. This doesn't mean that we can't play that sport.
It takes people anywhere from 6 months to a year to fully recover. Norman is nearing his 8-month mark and has had some big milestones in his recovery.
I trust you.
Norman is now able to jog and is working on getting his range of motion back to do the things he wants to do.
I want to be able to play soccer with my kids, full on again. I'm not sure about racket sports right now. I might have to think about that.
Some things people can do to reduce the risk include exercising consistently, focusing on ankle mobility, and warming up before your activity. Achilles tears are 5 times more likely to occur in men than women. This injury occurs in about 1 per 10,000 people a year. And we did have to share this. Emma Esteb is all too familiar with this story. She tore her Achilles tendon in college. She was a gymnast at Gustavus Adolphus. So this story hit home for her as well. And thankfully, she is all healed up now.